Palantir is in this weird place where, like, very recently, by the way, like right now, like very recently, as we're speaking, the market, these boardrooms are all realizing we need an AI solution. We don't just need like AI, like we need an actual AI solution here that is enterprise that can take the AI and really help us do things with it across the entire organization that can help us solve problems, right? So who is that? And it's so obviously Palantir. It's a special moment in time for that company. And I don't know if in 18 or 24 months, if they're going to have multiple competitors that they'll be dealing with, if AI will start to displace what Palantir does. I have no idea. All I know is the next 12 to 18 months looks damn good for them. Forget about stock price, just as a company. Like, that's a company I want to be at the next 12 to 18 months selling for. Right. And so if I want to be at that company in a sales job, like if you were like Chris, you could just take the next 12 months off of investing and just go be a senior salesperson at Palantir. I might consider it, dude. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. Like, I might consider it because like that is a platinum job right now. So the fact that I would do that, how can I not invest in Palantir? Like, how can I not?
I think that makes a lot of sense. And the reason I brought up OpenAI is because, as you said, the LLMs ultimately will be commoditized. Maybe OpenAI wins and GPT wins, but I know you've done some research on this. The reason there's maybe not that many multiple competitors like OpenAI's multiple competitors because that ontology that Palantir has that makes those LLMs useful, that is where I think the AIP bootcamp start to accelerate, because if no one else has the ontology, no one else has AI that's useful.
Today, and my concern for Palantir in 3 years, okay, 2 to 3 years, is at what point does AI create the ontology for you?
So talk about that. This idea that software will get commoditized by AI itself. We're seeing this with Klarna getting rid of Workday and Salesforce. How are you thinking about that conundrum in enterprise SaaS?
So we just don't know yet. I think the really important thing as investors for us to remind ourselves every single day is that as it relates to AI, none of us, and I mean zero of us, can confidently predict how this is going to play out over the next 5 to 10 years. I lived through the dot-com heyday, okay? Like, I was there in 98, 99, 2000. I was there in the middle of it. Do you know what we thought e-commerce was going to be back then? If we go back to 99, 2000, do you know what we thought e-commerce was going to look like in the future? Want me to tell you?
Yes, I
There was
would
a
love to know.
company there was a company called mall.com. And I'll never forget it because mall.com, if you went to their homepage, they basically would configure like a footprint of a mall, like a diagram of a mall with stores. And that's how you would navigate the internet. You would literally like hit on Neiman Marcus or you would hit on Macy's, and it would take the way that you would see Macy's products is you'd have to go along the diagram of the mall, like the 2D diagram of the mall, and find the store, and then you could see. That's how dumb we were back then. Like, there's no way that anyone knows how all this is going to play out with AI over the next 5 to 10 years. So I think what we learn from that is let's not even try. There's no reason to try. Let's just look at like 12 to 18 months out. I do think there is a chance that AI itself, if you listen to Sam Altman, he's hinted at this, that the AI itself will displace everything. And I do believe that that's possible. I just don't know how long it takes until we get there. I don't know if that's 3 years or 13 years or 23 years. I don't want to try to figure that out right now. There's no
Right.
use in doing that. I do want to say that my company, Ticker Tags, we were an ontology company. So that company was based on hand curating. I think we had I don't know, it was like 1.3 million word combinations that we hand curated, that each of those word combinations represented how someone would speak about a topic or a brand or a product that we would want to capture in a tag. So those are the word combinations that we would then capture the volume of people on Twitter that said that word combination, those
Right.
words together in a tweet, and that would represent the volume of people discussing this granular topic. But we had to hand curate that over the course of 2 years. I had 40 people in the room doing nothing but literally analyzing everything about a company, and then they would look at how people speak about the product on Twitter and curate tags. So like I have a lot of respect for building ontologies because it's an incredible amount of work, and you can't just brute force do it. To
Yeah.
create an ontology, you need to have a thorough understanding of the context and the company. Like in this case, for what Palantir does, of the company. You have to really understand internally what are the things that matter, right, to that company.
Right.
And it takes a tremendous it just takes knowledge, and it takes opening up your data, right? And they somehow figure out a way to do it really quickly, but they have cracked the code on doing that. But don't think for a second that other people aren't going to come racing in trying to do the same exact thing. So I have no idea who else is going to be knocking on that door in 12 to 18 months. And I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm not like I don't care if I'm out of Palantir in 12 months and never think about it again for the rest of my life. Because I just don't become emotionally involved with companies.
Right.
Right? Like
Not like me with Palantir.
yeah, I mean that, and by the way, it's fine. I love it that there's guys like you, because if you're having fun doing, and by the way, I take it back. I do become emotionally involved with companies. I actually do, but then I break off those relationships in a second. I never look back. Uh,